So good morning or good afternoon, whatever time you're doing this. A little 15 minutes just to bring a little bit of energy into your day. Quite nice to do this in the afternoon as well, just when you get that energy slump, just to bring this into the day. So we're going to start standing, the standing sequence day, and have the feet roughly underneath your hip points, toes facing forwards. And you're going to start by connecting to our breath. So we're going to bring our hands just to the bottom of our ribs. And if you bring the fingers to the front, the thumbs to the back, and then just relax the shoulders. And see if you can close your eyes, soften your feet into the ground. And just see if you can breathe into your hands. So as you breathe in, feel like a balloon inflating and feel the ribs breathing out into the hands, into your fingers, see if you can feel it in your thumbs. And as you breathe out, soften, almost like you're squeezing inwards. So breathing in. So if you can really fill your lungs, think of filling a glass of water. So filling up from the bottom into the fingers, and maybe feel the breath rising up towards the throat. Breathing out, we'll do it one more time. Nice big full breath. As you breathe out, open the eyes, release the hands, and try and keep that fullness of breath as we move through the shapes. So just start to swing your arms forwards and backwards. Just release a little bit of tension. Try not to make it really static, really loose. I was thinking of long bits of spaghetti, I don't know why. Okay, and we're going to start to see if we can coordinate. Let's see if my brain is working. So let's bring the arms forwards. You're going to take the right arm back, keep the left arm forwards, and then we're going to switch. So both arms come down, left arm goes back, right arm goes forward. Yes. So like you're going for a really brisk walk, but super soft into the shoulders. Noticing your breath, trying to keep that fullness of breath. And then if your shoulders feel okay, and I take it up and over into a big circle, like a windmill. One arm goes back, one arm goes forwards. Notice which arm is going which way. So I'm going to switch it in a minute. Always confuses me. So we're going to pause at the top, and so you can take it the opposite way. Waking up the brain. Feel the movement. See if this way feels a little bit clunkier. And then next time the arms go up, we're going to drop both down, then both back, forwards and backwards. Okay. And then slow it down. Let the hands come down. Ooh. And we're going to take it the other way. So notice which arm crosses on top, and see if you can bring the opposite arm. You might feel a little bit of heat coming into the shoulders. That's good. Just bringing the blood in. Okay. And then we're going to pause. We're going to give ourselves a big hug. See if you can bring your hands up to the shoulders and just pull the shoulders down away from the ears. See if you can bring the elbows together, maybe. Notice if you're kind of sticking your butt out and your belly out. See if you can draw everything in. Really pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Just take a little kind of, like I say, no, down to the ground. Just a little shake of the head. And then lift the gaze. Notice which elbow is on top, or switch the hug. Take it the other way. Chin down to the chest. A little shake of the head again. Drawing the shoulders down. Feel a stretch into the back of the neck. And then release. Give the shoulders a roll. We're going to bring the hands behind us. Interlace the fingers. Notice which thumb is on top. Now bend into the elbows to start with. Then can you start to draw the elbows towards each other? So you get a stretch into the front of the chest. And again, quite likely you're going to stick everything out. Can you draw it in slightly? Draw the elbows. And then start to pull the knuckles down. Oh, that's a nice stretch. Stretch across the top front of the chest into the pecs. So if you can lift your gaze up, lift the chin, soften into the throat. Nice big breath into the throat. Notice which thumb is on top. And release. I'm going to take it with the other thumb. So let's bring the arms forward and up, just a big stretch. Wriggle the fingers And then bring it down, opposite thumb on top. Just interlacing your hands the weird way. Okay, so elbows bent, draw the elbows together first, draw the ribs in, and then start to draw the knuckles down. Feel the stretch across the chest. Just targeting a slight different area when you change the interlace of the fingers. And then release, just shake it out. Okay, let's use these arms. I'm gonna step the feet out wide. And let's turn the right toes out, so they're pointing away from your hip. The left toes are going to turn in slightly, bending into the front knee. Okay, let's see how it feels. Maybe make a longer stance. See how the legs are feeling. Take the arms out wide. Really spread your fingertips and reach through the fingers. See if you can feel that pull through the shoulders. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Nice stretch into the tops of the shoulders. Draw your ribs in, don't stick everything out, draw it all in, nice big tall spine. And then as you breathe in, straighten the front leg, take the arms up overhead. As you breathe out, sink it down. So breathing in, reaching it up. Breathing out, soft shoulders, take it down. This time take it all the way up. Going to bring the back hand down, your left hand down onto your back thigh, and reach up and back with the top arm. So front leg is straight, pushing into your front big toe, reaching up. See if you can find a bit more space into the waist, into the ribs, into the armpit. Take a nice full breath. Feel those the hands on your ribs. See if you can find that breath. One more. And then breathe out, bring the arms parallel to the ground, back into warrior two. Front forearm onto the thigh. Left arm up and over. See if you can find that space on this side of the body. Try and relax the shoulders, but really keep the hand big and open and vibrant. Nice full breath. And then push through the feet, lift it up. I'm going to turn the toes inwards, hands to the hips. A little bit of a bend into the knees. Hinge forwards. And just bend your knees generously so that you can start to let the tummy come down. If you stay here, maybe just bring the hands a little bit lower down the thighs. Don't rest on your knees. And stick your bum back. If you've got space and it feels okay, you can start to maybe bring the fingers to the ground. But we're not reaching from the chest, we're reaching from the hips. Hips are hinging forward, the belly is reaching down. If you're at the ground, you might want to take a hold of the elbows, bring your chin to the chest. Just have a little sway, so you can find that space that we've just created in the ribs. If your hands are on the hips, kind of do a bit of a zhuzh. Find a little bit of movement. Just taking another couple of breaths here. And then if you're holding your elbows, release them. Bring them to the hips. And then everybody bend the knees really generously. Stick your butt back like you mean it. Chin to the chest. Breathe in and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Turn left toes out, right toes in. Bending into the front knee. Arms out wide, relax the shoulders, spread out through the fingers. It's like you're radiating from your hands. See if the hips will drop a little bit lower maybe. And then breathe in, take the arms up, straighten the front leg. Breathe out, take it down. Breathing in, lifting it up. Breathing out, take it down. And last one, breathing in, lifting it up. Back hand comes onto the back thigh, reaching up and over, lifting up through this top elbow. Really maybe drawing this hip back a little bit so you can find a little bit more space into the waist, into the ribs, into the armpit, relaxing the shoulders. Nice full breath. Release it down. We'll take one more. And then breathe out, bring it back to warrior two. We're going to bring our left forearm onto the left thigh or the left hand. Right arm up and over. Find the space in this side of your waist. Push down through the heel of the back foot. Reach up through these fingers and then soften the shoulder in the middle. Find that full breath. And then push into your feet. Lift it up. Warrior two. Straighten the legs. Hands to the hips. Turn the toes in. Little bend into the knees. Hinge forwards. See if you've got a bit more space. Maybe the hands come down to the ground. Nice little option if you want a bit of a deeper shoulder stretch. If you're Legs feel okay here. Just have a tiny bend in them. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Notice which thumb is on top. See if you can lift your knuckles up to the ceiling, maybe up and overhead. Just see how it feels. Let the head go, the neck go. Notice the interlace of the fingers will release the hands. Just bring the hands to the hips, slide up halfway, lift up through the legs. And then breathe out. The opposite thumb is on top. If you're going for this option, take the knuckles up. Maybe let them drop forwards. Nice shoulder stretch. A little bend into the knees. And then bring hands to the hips. Chin to the chest. Really bend the knees generously now. Chin to the chest. Breathe in, lift up halfway. And breathe out so you can straighten the legs a little bit. And then rolling up to the next inhale. Woo. Give the shoulders a roll. We're going to bring the feet together, but don't step out. You want to bring the heels in, the toes and the heels. Just protect your knees. Give the legs a nice little shake. We're going to cross left foot in front of the right foot. See if you can bring both heels to the floor. Take the arms up. Big dive downwards. Bend both knees. Maybe the hands come to the hips. Stick your butt back. Maybe the fingers come to the floor. And wherever you are, push into your big toes. Going to give you a stretch through the outer hips. Pushing down and then roll it all the way up. And cross the legs and cross the right foot in front of the left. Push down into the big toes. Bend the knees. Hinge forwards. See what you can release. What you can soften. And then gently roll it all the way back up, uncross the legs. Give everything just a little bit of a shake. Just releasing. And we'll come back 10 foot long right now. Notice your waist and see if you can lift up through the crown of the head. And then just take some nice big breaths, breathing into your hands. So if you can really fill up the lungs. Let's take 2 more. Softening your face. At the end of the next exhale, blink the eyes open. Bring the hands together at the heart. Bring the thumbs right to your heart space. And we bow the head to the hands, the mind to the body. Bring a smile to your lips. Take something positive into the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you so very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop me a message. Let me know how you're getting on.